Welcome back, kitchen dwellers. Steam Oven Guru here. Now that potentially we are staying home a bit more, we do have a bit more time on our hands. Time enough to make something that is quite incredible. This is the 72-hour cold fermentation pizza. Now, if you have already heard about this or made this before, you know how amazing this product is. And today we'll show you how to use the steam oven to make it even better. If you don't have any idea what I'm talking about, cold fermentation is a process where the pizza dough is risen slowly in the fridge over the course of 3 days, so that the glutens and the yeast inside gets developed so well that the texture and taste becomes incredible. How does this work is that we'll be using the steam oven to proof the dough before and after the cold ferment to make this pizza taste even better. Begin by going to your steam oven and selecting special modes and proofing. This, if you don't have a steam oven from Miele, you can also duplicate by going to your other steam oven and selecting a 85° Fahrenheit at 40% moisture level. As that's preheating to the proper temperature, make sure that your water for the yeast dough is at exactly 35 degrees Celsius or roughly 95 degrees Fahrenheit. Add in appropriate amount of yeast and sugar so that the yeast begin growing. Then sprinkle into some flour and salt and begin forming a dough. Dough should be like a little bit sticky but not really sticking to your fingers, and once that's done, put it into a container and into the steam oven for the first proofing. After about half an hour, take it out, and this time the dough should have already doubled in size. Divide your dough into 4 portions for 4 pizzas pretty much, and store them into individual containers, allowing room to grow twice in size. Put them into the fridge for 3 days, and we will see you in about 3 days time. And I am back with a fresh change of clothing just to show that we actually have passed 3 days so far. And after eagerly waiting for the last little while, today is finally pizza day. So go back to your combination steam oven again and select the same method as before, which is special modes and proof. Take the amount of desired dough out of your fridge and take away the container's lid. Put the container with the dough inside into the oven again for some revitalization of the yeast. If you do have an additional oven on the side, do start the preheating process. Our Miele wall oven is under some maintenance right now, so we'll be using the Gagno alternative for this. And on the Gagno, we're selecting the hot air and the bottom option. This will be the same option as the Miele's operating modes and intensive. Select your oven to the highest temperature possible and begin preheating it with the pizza pan inside. If you have a pizza stone, even better. Now we go to our dough. After about half an hour, the dough is now ready to be stretched and formed into the pie shape. Generously flour your cutting surface and also the dough on both sides. If you are capable of stretching this dough out by hand, by all means do so, and because I absolutely fail at it, I'll be rolling this out with a rolling pin. You want to get this to a point where the pie is so thin you're almost afraid of tearing it, but not quite yet. After that is done, spread your favorite sauce on top of the pizza. We're going to be making 3 different kinds today. One is a basic Hawaiian, one is going to be an Italian sausage with green peppers, and the last option is actually going to be a garlic puree instead of a pizza sauce, made by roasting 4 bulbs of garlic for about half an hour under 350 degrees Fahrenheit, crushed, then mixed with olive oil and other seasoning. On top of this garlic paste, we'll be positioning some Alaskan smoked salmon and freshly chopped basils. Then, whenever you're ready with the oven, slide the pizza onto the hot roasting pan or pizza stone, and if your oven can go up to 550 degrees Fahrenheit, this will be done in about 6 minutes. If your oven can hit about 450, then this will take about 8 minutes to finish cooking. Finally, the pizza is ready. You would probably want to taste this amazing display of deliciousness right away, but I encourage you to take some photos and wait a little bit because this is going to be scorching hot when coming out of the oven right away. You should find the bottom to be incredibly crispy and the dough to have a tiny bit of chew in the end. The topping should be nice and cooked with the cheese melting and also slightly golden brown. Now all that is left is just to weep a little bit as to how great this thing is and finish the pizza in one sitting without feeling any remorse, and perhaps start planning for next week's pizza day. Thank you for watching, and I hope I was able to improve your home appliance experience. If you found my content helpful, please like, subscribe, and most importantly, share with others who needs these info. All of the contents will be categorized by appliance type on my channel for more tips and how-tos. These contents are based on my personal experience and opinion. Miele Limited does not sponsor, support, or dictate any of the contents created here. Social media connections are on the screen as well as some other related videos. Have fun in the kitchen!